This is my daughter Alexis at 14 months old. She hadn't had anything worse than an ear infection and a birthmark on her head at this point in her life. She was walking, talking, no different than any other 1-year-old. This is my daughter 72 hours later. She's been in a medically induced coma for 3 days. This is the most critical time in her life. Alexis's brain is at its maximum swelling point. The soft tissue in her brain is being pressed against her skull, permanently destroying parts that can never be recovered. All of this because of a split-second bad decision made by someone who knew better.
When a child's shaken, their head goes through the movement of an arc. Their neck muscles are very, very weak, and their head is very heavy compared to their body. So there is a very large amount of rotating that those heads go through, frequently to the point where their chin will hit their chest and the back of their head will hit their back. And that movement in itself, actually, what it does is it basically shakes the brain apart. And that's what happens in these children. So the brain gets pulled apart, and that's what eventually leads to them stopping breathing, losing blood supply, and then the brain continuing to cycle into injury and sometimes even death.
The assault left her blind, unable to eat or drink, talk, or move her arms and legs. Nearly 3,000 hours of intense, sometimes unbearably painful rehabilitation has allowed some of those deficits to return. But there is no such thing as a full recovery from what is commonly known as shaken baby syndrome.
There are a number of children who are shaken or slammed or hit or harmed, however you want to say it, who never have medical care sought for them.
My name is Alexis Verzal. Never ever shake a baby.